Oh, you're still not done? There's more? What? You're awful. I don't like where this is going. No one is that dumb. This is madness. How could you be so reckless? But if I saw you getting attacked, I wouldn't risk my neck to save you. No, I'm not just saying that. I know how people react when that happens. Maybe I'll start imitating you a little bit, but that might not work as well for me. People would probably assume that I'd hit my head.
When I imagine you doing those things,
Let's just keep putting one foot in front of the other and see how far we get.
So, only one more question matters. Are you ready? Keep your expectations modest.
Long time no see, everybody. It is time for episode 17. I just started law school a few weeks ago. It's a really big transition for me, so I appreciate your all's patience as I figure out my new routine and try to find enough time to get these videos out. I don't want to give you lower quality content or anything like that, so I'll just need a little bit more time between each episode than the weekly uploads you might have been used to.
Really gotten the hang of
So I do hope you'll stick around as we finish up Verdant Wind here, because we've got some exciting things coming down. We have Mercedes embracing her destiny as a Fortress Knight. Look at all that strength. She needs it to get in and out of that armor. And Marianne has a horse here, which is a little unusual. We'll have to make sure that that goes away, but she does get the title of Great Knight. First things first here, we have a little bit of grinding we can do as we search for named weapons off of some of these random monsters. We get a level on Petra to start things off, and she is continuing the Brigid curriculum, being the fastest member of the squad potentially, while having very little magic. Marianne embracing her stand-up comedy career with a critical 69 before getting to level 32.
I'm really gaining confidence.
And wow, her stand-up routine is helping out her confidence in her presentation and her physical strength. You need stamina to do a stand-up act, it's true. And here is Linhart holding that Devil Axe, getting to level 23, asking the real questions about this route. And here comes Hilda, whose non-kill is enough to get her to level 34 of all things.
It was the least I could do.
Not killing a unit? Yes, I would say that's the least you could do, and your level was just kind of weird for who you are right now. Here comes Lawrence, throwing down the 4x attack, getting 2 crits in a row there to take out the King of Beasts that was hanging on to one of those legendary weapons. And his friend Ferdinand is trying out that shirtless Sheik and getting some stats, not very helpful ones, mind you, but several stats, a handful. And here comes Balthus to end the battle. We get some random ore, and who gets the MVP sticker but Lysithea? Got the Death Knight thing going on.
But I heard the Death Knight is out there.
The Death Knight.
Don't you remember? He's the guy who abducted Flame.
Do you remember this? That was fun.
We fought him a bunch of times after that.
Alright, we got a little history confusion.
Don't go! Take your helmet off, please. Let me see your face.
It really is you under there, isn't it? I've been searching for so long.
And here we've got Caspar in his running robes.
I finally caught up with you, Mercedes. You're faster than you look.
She's wearing heavy
But
armor,
I'm here
dude.
now, so you can give up, Death Knight.
Right. Now we get to see all of the fun troops run on in and turn in various directions. Some of them looking one way, some of them looking the other. Some of them need to turn around when they get to their marks on the stage.
What's my strategy?
What is your strategy? We kind of answered that in the very first video of the channel. It's a bad. Your tactics, however, are alright. Here comes Wylith to start things off, just getting a couple shots in on that Fortress Knight. And she gets level 37.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
We're a bit skeptical of that.
Let's make this quick.
Quick, I wouldn't say that this paralogue really lends itself to that, Lysithea, especially since we have just elected not to have anyone with warp, rescue, or anything like that. We'll go ahead and gambit this beast so we can begin the slog on to the north to engage the Death Knight. Boltax with Marianne to crack one of the back barriers. And Raphael has his trusty Kirsten's arrow that can reach over here. Fire away, cracks that barrier. And leaves it vulnerable to one more attack. That will leave it vulnerable for the whole turn. So we'll have Ignatz huck a couple of axes. Don't know where the second one came from or how they keep regenerating. That's a mystery to ask his wyvern, I suppose. Over here, we're not going to get aggressive immediately. We are just going to reposition some units defensively, and Hilda can attack from anywhere she wants to anywhere she wants, so she'll do that. Let's check on Caspar's combat capability. We want to try and kill the Death Knight with him. He can deal 19 with this Horse Slayer. So our goal, when we eventually get the rest of the squad up here, will be to get the Death Knight down to 19 health or less and have Caspar finish things off so we can maybe reclaim that Scythe of Sariel.
Flee, and I will not chase you. Challenge me, and I will have no choice but to fight.
Noted. Ignatz has never really shied away from a challenge, though. Claude gets those 2 dodges against these tricky heroes. Fortress Knight trying to get revenge on Wylith. Doesn't go great, but it's still standing. And they're all lined up. Single file action movie style. Raphael, are you fast enough to double these things? You are. You can melt them down for scrap metal. Excellent.
Should have seen that coming.
They really kind of should have. We did set them up for that, but I guess there's only a certain subset of people that are dumber than Wylith. Here comes Hilda with 23. Real missed opportunity for comedy. If she got a crit there, it would have been hilarious. Leone finishing things off with some fire. And now we'll have Lawrence try to finish this off. That will leave Claude ready to be the dodge tank for the next wave of units. Lawrence finishes things off right away in good form, as he would be with his noble friend Ferdinand. He wouldn't want to set a bad example. That's someone else's job. Lysithea can cut right through with the Axe of Ukan Vasra. And Marianne's going to shift through time. Since she can't ride a horse, she has to just walk through reality itself. And now we have Wylith that can try to dodge tank out the next wave as she shoots off these mini bow shots. Just one is enough to take out the health bar there on the demonic beast. And that leaves Ignatz over here trying to finish this off. 25% chance to crit. We do need to nail one. Oh, even that wouldn't have been enough. So we'll just get those 2 regular hits. And hope for the best, I guess. Mercedes can get in the forest. Caspar can join her. They are not ready to fight the Death Knight alone. Mercedes might have the big armor, but she does not have the big luck necessary to resist a critical hit. Claude gets the dodges. Marianne has the resilience to not even care that these Dark Knights are coming after her. And I guess they were even more afraid of engaging Wylith, and this was why.
It won't be in vain.
Well, I certainly hope not. Coming for Lysithea, she's just going to tank that 6 damage, and the axe and the shield will heal her up. I think they'll still heal her up after that. Oh, Wylith actually took a hit. Interesting. Okay, we've got a little cleanup work to do here. Ignatz can just chop right through. We have to flip a coin, or we can get the 1 and 4 to take it out without it responding. We deal 1/1/1 damage.
You're
Want to be
relentless.
consistent, isn't he, though? It's a Death Knight map, Lysithea. What did you expect from Ignatz? Now, Raphael, who wants to clear everything up about who should get the credit for kidnapping Flane, is going to melt through more Fortress Knights. And we'll return to that Dark Knight question in a moment. We want to deal with everything over here. These heroes are actually pretty tough to deal with what we've got. So Petra and Claude will try to make things a little simpler by absorbing their essence. Claude, stay right there for defensive purposes. These Dark Knights are clearly the biggest problem. And so we'll just try to make them a non-issue if we can't manage to finish everything off. With it frozen in place, it can only attack Wyleth right now, given the distance. We might want to just take all the risk out of the equation, though. Let's see if we can use the Stick of Ruin, and we ruined his day for sure.
I aspire to be my best.
Well, yes, I recognize you would like to be a magic unit instead, but that is no excuse to ignore your strength training. Marianne is up next to try and deal with this other Dark Knight, and she succeeds with just a 68% critical. She didn't even need to be funny that time. Raphael says that, well, not everything is comedy. Sometimes we just gotta get the job done. Hilda coming down with Thunder to remove the hero in the forest, the one that would have been dodgy against Lawrence. That gives Lawrence this opportunity just to punch this guy out, standard barroom brawl style. He and Ferdinand get in those kinds of fights all the time. Leonie could try to engage from a distance, but why do that when she could just burn him in his face? Okay, stay in the forest there, Caspar, and Mercedes, your time is not yet. Lysithea takes a little bit of damage before teaching them the meaning of damage. Mercy's up there. She could hear you. Wyleth gets a dodge there. She managed to dodge a 69% hit. That is a miracle. Claude somehow manages to dodge something with a 0% hit rate. Don't even know how that works. Okay, then. Lawrence can make short work of this, or maybe he can't. He would have needed a crit to do so. That is some surprising resilience coming out of this. Not the literal stat, I just mean the concept. Hilda can get into melee range. Not something she's used to anymore. But it's enough to get rid of the sniper. Raphael does some healing before Marianne moves on up to cast Thundershock. And she is tantalizingly close to a level. Ignatz is going to borrow a key from his dear friend Raphael before moving on to open a box up. Lysithea is going to open this person up, which is as gruesome as it sounds. It's a good thing you couldn't see what was under that armor. Now then, Wyleth is going to dodge tank for a bit, and we need to reposition Mercy and Caspar so that the units coming up in that direction don't get the wrong idea. Wyleth gets a good retaliatory strike. And we need to move kind of fast so nobody thinks of attacking Caspar and Mercy. Claude gets a couple of dodges, one of which wasn't guaranteed, so that is more impressive. Oh good, the box had Umbral Steel in it, a single one. That'll be the make or break of the whole run, I assure you. Lysithea, again, opening somebody up, cutting the bow right in half. And now where do we want her to go? She can definitely tank the monster, but we'll need to make the mage go away. And Wyleth is pretty good at just making things go away. She'll take the sure thing with the one shot out of the silver bow. And I don't think the monster will go for her, given that she has the forest on her side. Leonie gets a pretty safe attack here. 7% chance to get hit. Shouldn't connect. There we go. And now she just burns a couple of spell slots, pun intended. one more sniper here, and we need to be cognizant of the monster. Lawrence does have Brawl Avo 20 equipped, so in the forest he should be fine if the monster wants to engage him. Claude has the benefit of being able to move after he attacks,
You got
so
yourself.
we'll move him up to finish things off. Put him in the forest as well. We'll draw out another unit with Claude and leave Hilda in safety, but she can actually get things started with a little bit of Thoron to crack open an initial barrier. Now we'll do some repositioning, or some non-repositioning in the case of Mercy and Caspar, and see what the enemies do. They'll have just a little tiny bit of shuffling their feet. Lysithea is going to lose a negligible amount of health before losing a significant amount of health to the Poison Strike and actual poison. Lawrence gets a dodge. Ferdinand is very impressed.
Too easy.
And Claude dodges a 2% shot. Oh, Lysithea healed up all the way anyway. Doesn't matter. She's invincible. Wyleth again can get a one-shot, assuming that we don't get super unlucky. And now Lysithea can take the heal tile to assure that even fewer things matter. The axe, does that break through this monster's barriers all by itself? Yes, it does. It is weak to axes. We'll do some repositioning and healing over here with the rest of left squad. And now we have to see what right squad can do. There's a forest on this map, so we know what we have to do. Our idea is forest fires. Yes, we've pioneered that tactic, have we not, Lawrence? Hilda can follow up with some electricity, which is also known to cause forest fires on occasion, just lightning striking trees, so we're kind of all in on the theme party today. Leone has some more fire that can come out to, again, support the theme. You know, be a team player. And that'll break down all the barriers and get another single umbral steal, but Ignatz will say, ha ha ha, I can just pull that out of the box. Claude will punch right through that health bar. And, oh, we, just left this monster wherever it wanted to be, huh? Let's put Claude in to interrupt its pathing a little bit. And hope things work out. We have a lot of good positioning in the forest. Wyleth takes a dangerous hit here. Oh, Claude manages to not dodge something because he's out in the open. This could be trouble. Okay, the hero's now coming in our direction instead of going after Mercy and Caspar. That's always good. Temper Tantrum coming out of the beast. It hits Lysithea for all of 4 damage. Is it proud of itself? Okay, coming after our dodge tanks. Let's see if the tantrum works. It's Lawrence and not Claude. Okay, so we come out all right there. We want Ignatz to benefit from his forest positioning, but he's still in a position to use ashes and dust, so that will help us out a lot with breaking down those barriers. Wyleth can attack from a safe distance and still take advantage of the forest. 2 more barriers we gotta chop. Just the Iron Axe out of Marianne will be enough. Ooh, and we get Lidhart as the follow-up, dealing a literal considerable amount of damage. That's the right attitude, Marianne. You've had it since day 1. That's how we got here. Lysithea. We don't need to use the Ukanvasra. We'll just use a Killer Axe charge, I guess. And that will chop down the final barrier and get us another singular Umbral Steal. Now then, we got some things to deal with. Hilda actually has all of the fancy swords because of her crest. She'll go in with Thunderbrand. Haven't seen her do that in a while. In her fuzzy Gremory outfit, it looks kind of funny. Now then, Lawrence. We also have 4 attacks coming out of you, supported by Ferdinand. Oh, 66. Just needed a little more strength there, buddy. Oh. I only got 1 crit out of the 4 with that kind of crit chance? Fine.
I'm continuing to improve.
Not in all of the right ways, but you're close. You're learning. It's fine. Claude can make this guy go away. A little faster than anticipated.
Aren't we? Good fuel for a scheme.
And, well, punching people in the face is how you get authority in these parts. Let's go back into the forest. Claude's not doing so great on HP, so we need to make sure he is in the forest. The rapier will stab right through all 6 of those hit points.
I'm impressed.
I would be too. She got through with a regular sword what you couldn't do with the super fancy one. Kirsten's arrow coming down to get things started on that health bar while the monster is immobilized. Okay, the heroes are in position. Hilda has to deal with getting hit. And now, we have a lot of stuff over here to deal with. Let's try starting over here. Making these heroes a non-issue. Now, Wyleth is still quite vulnerable to the one she's in melee with. Okay, we can get the Killer Axe off there, so the Beast is out. Never mind. It has a health bar left. Ignatz, can you take care of this? Okay, this should be enough. Yes, 156 is oftentimes greater than 130, whatever it was. And yes, the gist of the situation was we needed it to die real bad.
Leave it to me.
Raphael, do you have the firepower? Yes, you do. Kirsten's arrow is quite the powerful spell, and we did not roll a 1,
Be like this.
so the 95% chance hits. We get Raphael to level 35.
Gotta get stronger.
You actually kind of don't, Raphael. I would say that to a lot of people, just not you. You have different things to worry about. 55% chance to hit from Lysithea, of course, does not work. Can't win every coin flip plus. Are we in trouble here? Yeah. Yeah, we are. So let's spend a Divine Pulse and try to re-roll some RNG for Lysithea. Kinda need to immobilize this monster. So we'll throw down Hilda's Resonant Lightning. We don't want to use all of our gambits on these monsters. We want to save some of them for the Death Knight to try and just whittle down that HP for Caspar. Lawrence carries a bow, always easy to forget, but he is training with Ferdinand, so it's to be expected.
It's a bad time to die.
Yeah, it is. That's why we're focusing on these barriers here, Claude. Let's see if we can get you a negligible amount of HP. There it is. 12 HP compared to 10, world of difference. Now just run through that monster to get to a different forest.
My orders?
And Leonie, don't need you to spend spell slots, so just rapier through the final barrier. There we go, and that monster is out of the fight for this turn, giving Lysithea another chance to try and smash through and make this less of an issue. Here we go. Get the crit, and a miracle? A literal miracle occurs. It takes out Lysithea. Fine. How far back do we want to go? Because that Seraphim also poses challenges for Ignatz. Okay. We know this will be a crit. So that we can take out the hero.
Amazing.
And now we just need to run far enough away that Lysithea doesn't get hit. Okay, it's coming for Wyleth. Wyleth might die still.
Put me in there.
So that would be an issue. Caspar, stay up here. We want you to be in place to engage the Death Knight. Wyleth is the weak link. That shouldn't be a surprise, I guess. That means we have to go way back. How far back do we go? I guess all the way back to the beginning of that turn. That sucks. Okay. do things a little differently. These heroes and the Seraphim user are the big problems, so we'll Ashes and Dust that group. Okay, so now they're out of the fight. We just have to stay out of their attack range, or intentionally go into it, as the case may be. Ignatz, the lead singer of his band, fears nothing. Wyleth gets this critical to take care of that health bar.
Let's make this quick.
Now Lysithea tries to go in for big damage, does not get it, but it's okay. She was getting a risk-free attack. Now she has big defense, so she's going to go in the fear-free zone. Marianne, can you get this crit to finish things off? Yes, your blood compels you indeed to deal triple-digit damage.
Leave it to me.
Raphael, I don't think you're going to finish this one off, buddy. Still didn't roll a 1. And we get the Poison Strike, so maybe Lysithea can finish it off on the enemy phase. Let's equip Thoron to provide support as long as possible. We still need to spend this Resonant Lightning on this beast. Okay, we've attracted its attention. Now we just need to whittle down all of the barriers just like we did before. So let's have Claude run on up here. Get these 4 hits. Just 1 punch at a time before doing the 1-2 at the end. I thought you had more complex maneuvers than that. But you're tired, it's okay.
My orders?
Leone, we still want you to use your rapier instead of more spell slots, I think. So again, we have single sword slashes instead of going for a 1-2 combo. Let's see if Lawrence decides to follow in those footsteps. Oh, we can actually use an axe. And Lawrence has a whole axe routine. He's the only one that is focusing on the aesthetics. Okay, armor goes down, we get our singular umbral steel, and now we can reposition Caspar into the forest and Mercy over here. Okay, Lysithea tanks the damage and gets a really unlikely crit just to prove a point. This hero coming for Ignatz, and dodge to 69%? Fate is very strange. Okay then, we gotta cut through this monster. We do have some range on Leone's spells. Can we get something hilarious? No. No, it's all business today. Marianne can go in and try to hit with the bolt axe. She didn't really have to do that. We had some backup strategies, but it's helpful. Linhardt gets to level 24.
Was any of this worth it?
Possibly not. All right, Claude. Need you to get a couple of crits, I think. 1 and 2. So we just need the other 2 hits to land, and they are 100%. So there we go. Claude gets exactly what he needed. And now he can just run as far forward as he can. Wyleth can come on in, join the party a little bit. Get revenge on this guy. Will a miracle go off? No, it will not.
Going to plan.
Okay, then. Do a little bit of healing. Raphael, you can claim a kill. You've earned it today.
Can't afford to lose.
No, we can't. We're running out of Divine Pulses a little bit, so...
Am I getting closer?
You're not. You're absolutely not, though a point of Dex isn't literally nothing. Caspar's down once. Twice. 3 times a charm? Yeah, 3 times. Guess we gotta back up again.
Put me in there.
Have Caspar come down here. Mercy over there. Alright, let's try this enemy phase again. Lysithea gets that random crit. Ignatz, are you going to miss again? Of course you are, because everything's going to be the same. Okay. But now the reinforcements aren't here, and Caspar's not dead. So we'll have to go through this whole rigmarole with the monster again. We're going to fail to be hilarious with Leonie because she's all business and what have you. We will get this crit with Marianne. Boom. Linhart gets to level 24, comments on the nature of existence.
Is any of this worth it?
Yeah, you're in the philosophy club with Balthus too, I get it.
It's a bad time to die.
Yeah, we've heard that one before, Claude. Let's get these crits we need again. The monster can't hold a grudge if it's dead, Claude. That's kind of the whole point of having you attack. Okay, Petra looking nonplussed back there. We'll have Claude run to a slightly different square just so it's more exciting. Can you though, Lawrence? You shouldn't. There you go. Use that healing focus while holding the axe. That makes sense. Hilda can come on in, provide a little bit of support while healing Lawrence up the rest of the way. Okay, now Raphael can come on in and claim that kill of his.
No chance.
Get to the same level 35 that we were rejoicing about.
Gotta get stronger.
Again, you don't. Now, Wyleth, come on in and get that vengeance we discussed. One, and... no, I guess you're real serious about that. 1-1-1.
You did it. Steady.
And Ignat's given the highest praise he can muster for Wyleth. Literal statement, it is your birthday of praise. Now, Caspar, you need to come further down, and Mercy, just stay on the heal tile. Okay, now we get this reinforcement wave, and Caspar should live through it this time, after wasting so many Divine Pulses, trying to keep him up there.
Reinforcements are approaching. What should we do?
Well,
Let's
stay
take them
right
out.
where you are.
Reinforcements just means we get to fight even more.
No, you get to fight less, is actually what they mean. Dark Knights coming out of the forest, heroes splitting up for some reason, and archers going every which way for no reason at all. Okay, a little bit of poison, a little bit of random healing. Let's do some healing up
What's
of
my strategy?
Wyleth so she can do her dodge tank impression. Keep her on the heal tile seems pretty good to reply to those Dark Knights. We'll get Raphael out of harm's way. Move Caspar and Mercy away as we set Claude up to be the dodge tank. Right, how does Wyleth do? She dodges the mire, which is always nice, and she instantly executes her opposition. Okay, heroes coming on down. Attacking Claude. He actually gets hit. Ooh, that was close, Claude. Okay, Sniper's getting more vulnerable. Wyleth gets another dodge. She's pretty lucky. Doesn't get both kills, but those Dark Knights are pretty vulnerable now. Heroes are also vulnerable. We'll probably get surrounded here. Okay, Wyleth can just come on over and get the safe range kill with Hunter's Volley. Didn't need that crit, but we got it anyway. Now Leonie can get the most out of the rapier by just killing the horse. Brutal. Leonie's all business. Okay then, Hilda, what do you have? Just Nosferatu looks like it'll work out pretty well. DLR 23. Again, Hilda not getting into the stand-up scene either. Lysithia. Poke on in with the Lance of Ruin. We get vantaged,
I will not die.
but we are fine. And no, not this time. Not like this, Lysithia. Yeah.
Perseverance.
Speed on our Great Knight, huh? Excellent. Okay, Claude, we kind of want to keep you where you are, so just, it's Numa time. Oh, nice. Our strategy indeed works out. And Petra gets to an interesting level 30.
Hard work is a friend to count on.
Where her hard work in getting
You're making me
faster
look bad.
indeed is appreciated. And, yeah, Claude's what's making you look bad. Nothing else, Caspar. Let's see. Those heroes and snipers are plenty dangerous. Let's just let them climb down the stairs and not attack anyone. Now Leonie will continue her lone samurai role over here and just toast up some
How about
grilled,
a curtsy?
some grilled sniper. Wyleth, come on over. We want you to attack the hero since it can't attack you back. And you are indeed demonstrating how to kill a guy.
That was fun to watch.
Well, she's gotten higher praise before, but only from Sylvain, so she'll take it. Lawrence can't quite punch through here unless that happens, so he'll do it in one punch. That'll get him to level 36 as Ferdinand looks on in awe.
Skills are rising to my status.
And they actually are. You punch harder and more accurately. That's exactly what we need you to do. Someone has a good plan. Though, make sure you don't say that. If they hear you say that, everything goes to shit. Ignatz gets
I think I've mastered it.
one little boost to his crit, but only when he's dying. Excellent. And now we can go in with the bolt axe.
Let's keep our guard up.
Indeed, let us keep our guard up. All +1 of it from your now better battalion. Okay then. Now all that's left is to deal with the Death Knight and a couple of other stragglers. So let's get in position to surround them, make sure Caspar can come in when he's ready. And just look at some random menus. Okay then. Now we've got the Wolf and the Death Knight is all that's left. Let's start things off with Wyleth.
There will be no resolution today. Flee,
Ominous.
and I will not give chase.
Well, now that we've engaged you, you actually will not allow us that option. So, you're lying, sir. Okay, Lysithea, we need you to deal a little bit of damage here. Okay, let's, smash in with the Killer Axe.
Fled, I would not chase you. But it seems you wish to die.
Yeah, we wish for a lot of things. Alright, Lysithea gets a crit. Oh, with the crest, that actually kills him. Lysithea stealing the stand-up routine thunder.
Must go.
No, we really need you to stay and have Caspar fight you. Okay.
Shall we?
We don't want to run out of Divine Pulses just, trying to steal the Scythe and lose a unit. Lawrence has Ferdinand working for him.
That if you fled, I would not chase you. But it seems
So I think
you wish
Ferdinand
to
will
die.
protect us from dying as long as a crit doesn't connect on Lawrence. So we get Fading Blow to try and dodge. And we are guaranteed not to die on the second one, so we're okay. Claude, what kind of damage can you put in? Okay, we can get our dodge rate up to 74. Alright, so we can deal another 15. We have to deal 6 more for Caspar to get the kill. Petra, you tried. I appreciate the effort, but it did not quite work.
Let's make this quick.
Alright, Lysithea. Remember, your goal here is to not kill him. Okay? So let's go in with the... You killed him again! We just went over this! Ugh! Where's your planner that we were writing things in? Okay. We don't have too much of this left, Lysithea.
I can't do it! Damn it.
Poor Caspar.
Oh no. Were you watching just now?
Let's make this quick.
Alright, fine, Lysithea. Just try the short axe. You can't crit with this. Ugh. And now Lysithea dies!
If only...
There's no in-between for her. Ugh. That's our last one,
Put me in there.
so we can't mess around and actually get this kill. Alright, fine. But we'll try to get credit this way.
Champion of the Empire. Taking you down is gonna be satisfying.
Simpleton.
Don't need to rub it in there, Death Knight.
Our power is yours.
I mean, you already didn't even do the Flame kidnapping that he was blaming you for. And that doesn't connect.
Let's make this.
Looks like we're not getting that scythe today. But we'll just let Lysithea have the glory. As Ignatz looks on, sees if he wants to induct another victor into his band. Yeah, you do that. Alright, Ignatz, get ready to fight the wolf. Yeah, it comes after Wyleth anyway. Alright, we should be able to make pretty short work of this thing. Pretty disappointing that we won't have death on our side. But we already have Ignatz, so that's close enough. Alright, Caspar, participate in the fight. There you go, buddy. Gotta hit in.
Shall we?
Lawrence, you come over here. Use that bow that you're holding on to for just such occasions. Breaks it down. We get a Wootz steel, significantly better than the single umbral steels. Fire away there with the mini bow. Gets it down to its last health bar. Claude, can you finish things out? Yes you can. Punch a wolf, get that uppercut dramatically, and it is over. Wyleth MVP, whatever.
Please, Emil, fight on our side instead.
I ought to grind it down. I wonder if it would still be the same color.
I cannot.
Alright, we got Claude's paralogue up next.
Huh. I'm amazed you managed to get a job teaching at an academy run by the church. Considering the state of the world, it's suspicious. Well, whether you've read the biography or not, the Four Saints must at least ring a bell, right? Noted.
Well, we might not know what's going on, but we're here in the desert.
There are the ruins. It looks like we're not gonna have the luxury of an excavation. Look, I bet those are the watchmen of the ruins. And
Who
they've
exactly?
been ordered to keep out intruders.
Giant
And that
worms?
big beast? I hear they call it the Wind Caller.
Who calls it that?
Only by defeating me can you claim the secret treasure.
Yeah, it speaks. What is it?
The Wind Caller, you just said.
Huh? Who are you? I'm just here for a bit of treasure. Don't attack me.
You're already holding the treasure.
Someone got
Just
here
leave.
first. Must be a band of looters. We can't let them get the treasure. Guess they're lost.
They have it already. Alright, well, I guess we're just accepting a lot of very strange things about this situation. But weird, strange things about this situation now, too. So let's have Hilda go on over with Thyrsis and start things off. We'll have Lawrence move into the danger zone here as he goes to finish off that sniper, and Ferdinand, ever keeping up with shirtless trends, gets some mostly irrelevant stats. We'll do some repositioning, we'll check out some menus and numbers. Those are really exciting to me personally, so you can slow that footage down, I guess, if you are really excited about them too. But more exciting is Bernadetta getting to level 22 and Petra burying herself in the sand. And now we'll speed things up again because only a few more menus and numbers to get excited about. Great dodge there from Ignatz, so he is only on the brink of death rather than far over death edge. We see a lot of flying around on this map as the red units are evidently concerned about the thieves that have already taken some stuff, but stubbornly will not run away. Leonie, 1 XP away as she does battle with these worms. She shockingly lives and ends up being vindicated up to level 37.
Still far from the top.
You got magic! I can't complain. Her strength and magic are the same. That is the strength of the Mortal Savet class. I believe they are, good sir. But you go on thinking what you need to.
The boss is gonna be really angry with me.
Again, you have it already. You could just leave. You're on the border of the map.
too? Well, I'm not letting you have this treasure.
Okay, this guy is the first one that is making some sense. I guess that's why he's the leader. Okay, and they're just running away. Now I get it. We must have just had some strange stranglers. Stragglers, not stranglers. They have swords. Come on now. But the stragglers off to the side might be better fitted for our crew. Claude, anyway, is punching out a nerd and getting to level 38.
The weak fall, the strong live.
Well, you're certainly strong enough. A lot stronger than Leone is. Let's see. Wylith has something against these worms for some reason, but she's going to focus her energy over on this wyvern that could wipe out anyone standing behind her and deal just an unfathomable amount of damage. Ooh, a steel axe. That'll certainly turn the tides, won't it, Wylith? Bernie is going to do her desert dance for Claude so that he can participate in dealing with all these worms. We have a lot of barriers we've got to take down, so let's just absorb some worms. Don't think too much about that image. Alright, there we go. We get 9 HP. We break down a bunch of barriers. What could go wrong? Ooh, a Garthium. We can fix up Linhart's Devil Axe.
Not looking good.
A lot of things don't look good here, Leone. Don't dwell on it. Okay, just a Nosferatu, since it has that barrier up and will barely take any damage from anything. And now Hilda can snipe down that last one. Just use the spell she has most access to, which is still enough to get to level 35. Hilda's stronger than Claude as a Gremory, it should be noted. Get another Agarthium. Lysithea is in range with the Bolt Axe, so let's see how that goes. We deal all of 21, very exciting.
You can't be too skilled.
And Linhart gets Death Blow and is very excited about that Agarthium we're picking up, what with that Devil Axe.
Did the trick.
Do some healing up on Leone, since she was on the receiving end of some unhappiness. Ignatz, we've got a Killer Axe over here that would really help with things, and it is! Go in for 108 casually. And back up a little. Okay, move on forward, Marianne. You're in Bolt Axe range too, so aim wisely. There we go. Ooh, Axe A. Not that you get anything in particular to use out of it. Balthus is getting to Hilda-like ranges with his bow. Here comes a curved shot, deals 20, and is incredibly anticlimactic. Now, Lawrence, you want to stay out of the danger zone since there is another wyvern over there, but you have that bow. Okay, the thieves seem to be able to defend themselves from these wyverns a lot better than we can. Yeah, even their sniper is able to not get doubled by these and thus live. The rapier thief comes out completely unscathed. And now we just get some sound effects. Alright, people just running around. And it heals itself up over there. So they've got a plan. We should just kind of let them enact it. Wylith can presumably just shoot in the center of the worm. There it goes. That made a whole lot of sense. I don't know how it went up into the air. And again, Ignatz has the faintest praise he can possibly come up with. Fire away Balthus. And, oh, there's a road here, so you could actually move, but you will choose not to. That's Balthus for you. Here comes Raphael, dealing the same amount of damage that our Bow Knight friend was doing without Bowfair, and even more, because he has Poison Strike. We've got a weird squad, in case you hadn't noticed over the last 17 hours of content. Marianne. Ooh, the Killer Axe has a pretty decent shot. We could have her punch it out, or we could go for the guarantee with Freikugel, so let's do that. Fancy. We're getting assault trooped over there, huh? So let's do the healing and repositioning commensurate with avoiding most of the consequences from that. So it looks like Balthus will still be in line for it, but he's Balthus. Does it hit? It doesn't. So it was a non-issue for both Marianne and Balthus.
After all the trouble we went through to get this treasure, I'm not gonna let you get your hands on it.
Okay, that response made sense. The, assassin squad over here was far more prepared for this fight than we were. Wonder where they're from. From the backstory, I imagine they're Sreng thieves, so maybe we should have brought Sylvain to deal with them. Sylvain, of course, is useless in any reality. Now then, Claude, we got another nerd up here, so that is your domain to deal with. The end of the world can't take you out, it just makes you angrier and empowers your comedy career.
It's a bad time to die.
Yeah, it is. That's why we choose not to do it. We'll have to bail Claude out of danger unless we are very assured of his dodge tanking capabilities. Raphael is our premier archer. Look at the class he's in to be that.
This good enough?
He's so good at it. He understands all the strengths and weaknesses of bows. Let's draw Claude back once and twice, and now we are in the clear. We'll put Marianne out front. That makes a little more sense. Listen to me. Do a tomahawk coming at her, but it is fine. She is still in an impenetrable mech suit. And this thief leader just taking all the punishment. No problem. Couple of snipers just stepping around, and a new big danger coming on out toward us. We'll eventually want to kill these thieves, I guess. Okay, we got this one. We can turn it off because we're hopefully going to kill it. Step 1 is thunder out of Hilda. Well, this probably could have been the only step. There goes the silver bow shot from Lilith, and it gets her to level 38.
I'm stronger than before.
Where are you getting these levels from, Lilith? Tomahawk could actually be helpful, unlike that steel axe from before. Let's reposition, try to leave only Ignatz and Marianne in a position where they could get hit. Either one should be able to deal with the incoming wyvern. Thief leader can just solo these if only it would ever attack them. Okay, finally an assassin is down. What thieves? You're the thieves! Okay, coming at Marianne, she punches back for 0, which, you know, is her prerogative. Okay, coming for vindication. Why are you running away from the flying units you could just kill so easily? I guess we have to monopolize all the tactics, given that we've also monopolized the worst strategies. Balthus, finally, coming in.
That was amazing.
It was amazing, wasn't it, Marianne? You're here to uplift your downtrodden teammates. Lilith, meanwhile, is here to do the downtroddening.
It's over.
Ending people's hopes and dreams since the beginning of the route. We get an elixir, we will drink his tears.
Treasure. I thought it would make me rich.
It'd give you a little bit of gold, I guess. You even want Anna's gold. We'll do a little bit of healing and dancing.
Thanks.
Strengthen the bond between Raphael and Bernadetta. And Hilda's going to go into melee. She rarely gets the opportunity, and she relishes it a little bit. Do we want to use the 11 sword, it looks like? There we go. Halfway done. And now, of course, we need to risk a little bit of Marianne's HP, or a somewhat more substantial portion of it from the 7% crit, but she immediately cracks back with a crest activation. Now we can put up Lawrence as our dodge tank. Get ready for the next pod. Okay, Thief Leader actually taking a hit. And he's good. He's completely fine. Ooh, the end of the world coming for Wylith, but it cannot withstand the sheer force of her dedication to being terrible. Alright, good dodge there, Lawrence. You don't want to be too loud about it. Don't need to be showy. Alright, there you go. Actually attacking. Think about what you could have accomplished if you did that turns ago. Wylith. Probably don't want to actually get attacked by this guy. We're taking a pretty risky attack strategy there, but both 65s landed. And so we get to keep this rusted lance that could be brave. Needs some more courage to knock the rust off, I guess. Cyril, being a very helpful healer, hasn't attacked yet, I don't think. Got a sniper up here. We know what to do with snipers is we punch them and have them just be marveled by our chiseled abs. That's why we send Lawrence and Ferdinand. Lysithea also getting critted by one of these with a single-digit percentage? Come on, that is just rude.
I've got no time for mercy. Perseverance is the key.
Yeah, persevering with what we've going on. That is the key, clearly. Let's do some healing, move around, do some dancing, and more healing. Okay, Leone in a little bit of trouble. But she's fast enough that she's not dead, that's the key.
No.
You think they withdrew because dude's dead? That could have something to do with it. Okay, we got this wyvern, then we have to figure out who is up next. Oh, Cyril actually wants to attack. The Cutting Gale, unfortunately, didn't crit. So we will never know whether there were beans in there. But Raphael's going to cook him anyway, just in case.
Should have seen that coming.
And now we can get Ignatz down to invite over that sniper. Wylith will try to rejoin the crew, and we will dance up Raphael. That will
I've really made this my own.
give Bernadetta a special dance, the Dance of Anxiety. You know, we just transfer all that nervous energy to the other person. It makes perfect sense.
Saw that.
There we go. Ignatz gets his dodge and his chalice counter. And now we can move Leone in to light him up. Vantage is not yet active, so we get to just get some seared sniper, add that to our menu. Do the repositioning thing again. We are doing this because we don't want to take on too many enemies at a time. We could get pretty easily overwhelmed. So we'll just take things slowly, advance just 1-2 enemies at a time. If one unit gets targeted by multiple of them, they'd probably die.
Thank you.
So Raph is there for his buddy Ignatz. And Lysithea is going to get revenge by proxy. And Master Great Knight!
Success will translate to victory.
I'm not so sure that Defiant Defense is what we need to ensure long-term victory, but if that's what you gotta believe to get through the day, I'm not gonna stop you. Okay, Lysithea illustrating why we only take on one enemy at a time. Or at least one per pod of our units. Leone, good dodge there, showing her fencing capability. Hilda, just bring the lightning. Ooh, Cyril, can you finish something off? Can you find the beans, Cyril? Are they in the sky? Just don't roll a 1. There we go.
Gotten stronger.
You actually haven't.
Yeah.
But you are now more commanding. Your personality has gained more charisma. Not the charm stat, obviously. That would be a meaningful change. But just the general vibe we get from you, Cyril. We see Raphael going to burn up this wyvern, and Bernadetta is going to try and get a kill here as well. If Cyril can do it, surely she can't. Okay, well, that didn't play out. I guess we gotta give the kill to, like, Marianne. Yeah, Marianne.
This is for the best, right?
Bernie probably wouldn't think so, but she'll talk to her therapist about it later. Alright, now we got a worm coming for us. Ignatz dodges that. He is a responsible pet owner and does not want his wyvern to get worms. Okay. Now we have to figure out what we want to do with all these barriers. So let's use our weakest possible magic to crack down that first one, make it safe to attack. Then we can move in Cyril, who just is here for blood sport, I guess. He's going to blow away that little barrier there. The desert can be awfully windy at times. Raphael going to bring fire to the desert, which you would not think would be very effective on these monsters, but is effective enough. And stronger than every previous magic user, given that he has the Poison Strike going on. Alright, again, let's use our weakest magic here, Hilda. We nail that Nosferatu, and now the worm is open for business. Get our single Agarthium for Linhart. Okay, Lawrence goes in for a stately 40. Who else can we have come in? We have Wylet's action still. Fire away with that silver bow. That'll take out the health bar. And now Ignatz. Looks like it is weak to axes. So we go in for 42 just with a single slice, and we get to level 37.
I want to do my part.
Well, you better do your part fast, because that's the stat you got. Let's fly on over here. We have some thieves we want to meet. Balthus is just going to walk up to this worm because the horse is getting slowed down. And we Killer Lance it down to 2. You don't get all the glory, but you do get the level.
That's life.
He wanted the glory, it looks like. Okay, Lysithia. Just huck the little axe, somehow make it jump into the air, and claim Balthus's glory. We'll heal this single point of health on Ignatz. It's an honor to work with the lead singer of Ignatz and the Victors, after all. We'll dance up Leone, and that gets Birdie to level 23, the level she might have gotten from the kill that was stolen from her.
That's all I do these days.
Well, no, it's dancing is all you do. Maybe that's why you miss when it was actually time to fight. Physic up Lysithia. We haven't been needing Physic all that much, so we can spare the spell slot. Okay, now we have a Nerd, and we know Nerd Protocol by this point. 1 and 2. Oh, it's comedy time.
Sorry, but I must.
Yeah, we need that kind of relief in life, especially when we're stranded in the desert with no clear objective. Comes the hand axe for Ignatz. This guy doesn't move, so can't even retaliate on his own turn. Let's look at some menus and numbers. Those were very interesting. And reposition. Well, a lot of repositioning. Multi-turn repositioning, just so we can plan our siege on the Wind Caller. Claude is here. Remember, he has magic. It's been a while since he's used it, but there it is. And now Ignatz can probably go in for the kill. It looks like a smash will virtually guarantee it. We did not avail ourselves of that 7%, so we are okay. And we get a backup rapier.
I should never have become a thief.
Yeah, it's always good to try and reevaluate our life choices, isn't it? Good thing we never did that. Okay, more repositioning. and we should be ready in a turn or two to begin our siege. So we'll turn the camera around a little bit, just so we know from all angles what we're doing. Ooh, more numbers that we had to examine. Yeah, this is the real exciting stuff that you would get if I turned out unedited footage. Okay, then.
Those who stand before me, how long has it been? Hundreds of years, thousands.
Well, the students would say it's felt like that since I joined Garrick Mach.
Let us find out whether you share.
Is that what that smell is?
It's time.
Alright, we landed the first gambit.
There's still more to learn.
You'd better believe there is, Wyleth. Okay, so we made a hole in the barrier and started the process of breaking everything down. It can still retaliate, of course.
And your fun. If you are going to flee, now is your chance.
Ignatz doesn't stand down from a challenge. You insult me.
I shall take your life as payment.
Do you take MasterCard? Okay, we go in for 23. We do not get the next level of comedy, but we also get to keep our lives. So Ignatz must have offered that credit card number and the wacky digits on the back. All right, got more gambits. If we're going to live, we have to either attract attention to someone that can take an attack or break everything down. So, think we might be in a position where we need to get the armor break off here.
I have an idea.
Oh, don't say that, Lawrence. Okay, worked anyway. Maybe it's because we had Ferdy as backup, but you gotta be careful how you talk about that kind of stuff. Okay, Hilda, I believe, can effectuate the break and let everyone else get an attack in. There we go. All 3 of that damage will be very vital. Get all that umbral steel, an actual significant amount of it. Now that we can get free attacks in, we can move in with Claude. And, yes, this is the best we can do.
I smell those detestable 10 elites. Who are you?
I'm the grandson of the grandson of the grandson of the elite Regan. Now tell me who you are.
I am your family's enemy. If you carry the blood of the 10 elites, you cannot be permitted to live.
What do you mean by that? And what's that crest on your forehead?
No more talk. If you wish to survive, you must destroy me.
Well, pleasant conversation there. And Claude immediately gets a crit, so first health bar is down. Let's see. Let's keep you in melee range to provide support. Bernie is best served by dancing up someone like Wyleth that can put out a lot of damage. Let's try to get as much as possible. Oh, are we going for the ultimate comedy routine? Ferdy Season 1 routine? Wow. Alright, that takes down another health bar. Okay, a little bit of a shot there from Balthus. Ooh, Cyril can get in on the action. Try to find the most exotic beans on the continent. Or, well, off of Podlin, I think, is where this is. It's in Sreng. Not sure if that's geographically connected, given all of Claude's dialogue. Someone fact-check me on that. But good shot there, Raphael. Got the poison strike damage, and now we can go in for all... Ooh, 8 of Marianne's damage. Okay, Leone, come on in. Don't use Physic. We want to be fancy here. Let's go in with a Wrath Strike on the Rapier. We do not get a crit, but we deal lucky 13 damage. Oh, good. Some friends. I think if we just off the Wind Caller, we don't have to deal with the friends. So, looks like a Gambit out of Marianne is the strongest thing we have for her. Okay, we get all 20 of that. That gets her to level 34. Ooh!
I feel a little strong.
She's almost as strong as Claude is. Now, Balthus, you too are best served with a gambit. Unleash a bunch of people just running at the giant monster. Remember, that's what you do in the face of danger, kids. Okay, Claude, again, can just punch through. Let's not overcomplicate it. 1 and 2, we overcomplicated it. Oh, but there was a literal miracle. But we got a miracle ourselves. We're fine.
More cards from my sleeve.
Ooh, you're actually going to be more accurate and more dodgy. That is actually substantially helpful. Your magic is turned off. Oh, no. Raphael, your magic is not turned off, so roast it up. There goes that health bar. And Raphael gets to level 36. Watch that tumbleweed, very exciting.
Did it again.
But the level is more exciting, except for the fact that we got strength instead of magic, as Raphael says, again. We do get a head start on the next health bar from Poison Strike. Fierce Iron Fist looks pretty good. And we have Ferdy here to ensure that we don't die from getting doubled in response, so I think we can risk it. 1, 2, 3, we got at least 1 critical. And Ferdy keeps us alive. The plan was great. So that's why we had to say we didn't have a plan. Okay, Ignatz. So since you're so vulnerable, you've got to use a gambit too. Take it down to 64. We need only 1 hilarious shot to kill it. So move on in there, Ignatz. Okay, Leone can take a hit, so we will lower the bar of what we need to do. Get a dodge there, so Leone is safe. Lysithea looks like she'll actually live through getting doubled, so... Alright, there we go with the Killer Axe. We did not get the crit. 1 and 2, he does not drop the Comedy Bomb on us, so Lysithea is okay. Okay, going to kill Ignatz there. Cyril, go for it. Why not? Let's see if we can get any XP out of this. No, we cannot, but we can at least improve our authority a tiny bit. We will take some experience from healing Lawrence there. And Bernie, we'll let you get some XP out of dancing someone up. I don't think you have the possibility of finishing this guy off.
That helps.
So we'll dance for Marianne. She can go in for a little bit more damage and be safe, probably, right? Maybe not. Oh, boy. Okay, we thought we would nail that crit, but we didn't.
I have no regrets.
Well, you probably should. We'll back up a little bit. We still have our full stock of Divine Pulses, so
for all of us.
no real risk there. We will dance up Ignatz instead. So who wouldn't want to be a backup dancer for Ignatz and the Victors? And now we can get Ignatz some additional XP by using a gambit again. Takes it to 4. And now all we need is Wyleth to finish things off. Your strategy is to use a Hunter's Volley so that Miracle can't just get us again. It looks like it wasn't going to anyway, but we get Wyleth to level 39.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
Could you maybe just share the power instead of unilaterally saying you'll do everything right?
It stopped moving. Is it dead?
First, it's still moving. You're literally right there on the wing.
No. It seems it's just sleeping.
You think?
I thought we were supposed to be given the treasure, but... forget it. I'll just have a look around there.
Where?
What about this thing? Huh.
What?
I'll think about it later.
I'm so confused. Yeah, whatever. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I know it's been a little while. I'll try to keep you all updated when you can expect the next installment. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you get all of those updates. Thanks again.